This is Blue Collar Sports Talk. I'm Mark Saxton,
I'm Code Red Lawson.
and guess what? It is time to
Talk some
talk
shit.
some shit.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, co-host. Now, it was an exciting weekend. We had our weekender bender bet, and there was a lot of things that transpired over the weekend. Let's just jump into that, right? Let's just dive into that. Um, First and foremost, let's just dive into the first game of the weekend, uh, the Pittsburgh game. Code Red, what did you have?
Very, very uneventful, very defensive. Now, huge. I think the biggest thing out of that game, obviously, other than the Steelers sneaking in the playoffs, um, was TJ Watt. Huge injury. Was it grade 2 MCL sprain, something like
Yep.
that? I think it was.
Yep.
I think it was the MCL. Huge loss on defense for Pittsburgh. I mean, they're ecstatic that they got in, but obviously they paid a price losing their top defensive end and maybe arguably one of the best defensive ends in the entire league. But hey, they got it done. Very defensive game, and Najee came out, had a great game. Ravens obviously had all their backups in, so kind of gave the Steelers a little free ride there. But yeah,
And with a lot of
no,
help over the weekend, which we'll get into, they made the playoffs.
they needed to win. They needed to win, and that's what they did. Uh, so we'll see. We'll see how their defense does without TJ Watt, but I mean, I don't think they have a chance.
Now here's the thing. So we both picked Indy. Jamie picked Houston, which I mean, hey, fair enough, right? Fair enough. But we both picked Indy. Hey, with the momentum they were going on, they had the home game. Sorry, I'm sick, so it's kind of coming out. But so Indy had everything going for them, and they fucked everything off at the end of that game. I
Fucked it
watched
right
that
off.
game. I don't understand the play calls. I don't understand the defensive play calls. Um, Boys, we missed the mark, right?
Nico Collins, have yourself a game though, huh? And CJ
Agreed.
Stroud.
Agreed.
Jeez. Jonathan Taylor also killed it for the Colts, but just wasn't enough in the end. That came down to that last play on fourth down. Little behind the receiver, hit his hands. He could have caught it,
Which
but
can we talk about that though? He came out, became a big man, and said, "Hey, that was on me. It hit my hands." Nothing but respect for that young man. Nothing but love for that young man. He came out here, hey, it hit me in my
yeah,
hands. I should have caught it. I was a failure today, but I was not a failure for my career.
it was I mean, of course, I mean, I think any wide receiver tells you if it hits their hands, they should have caught it. Of course. Of course, they're all professionals. A little bit obviously he would have liked to have the ball more, out in front, didn't want to turn around. But you're a wide receiver, you got to catch the ball if it hits your hands.
And
Tough,
but I love that you
tough
pointed that
loss.
out. I love that you pointed that out. He did have to come back for it. It wasn't a 1 + 1 = 2 kind of catch. It wasn't right here. It wasn't in the breadbasket. It wasn't a terrible throw either, though, right?
No,
It was
no.
a makeable play that he didn't come up with. And my man stood up like a man and took all the blame. I love that. I love the intensity from the Colts. I love the spirit from the Colts after that loss.
Now I gotta ask you this. Do you think Gardner Minshew comes back next year as
I
a
do.
starter?
I do not as a starter. I think he bounces around the league like a Fitzpatrick.
Like he has been. He pretty much has been a Fitzpatrick for his whole career now. What? Where did he
But
start? I
I
don't
think
even. Was
I
it on
think
the Jags? It was on the Jags, right?
I think it continues though. I think it continues because he went from the Jags to the Eagles to here, right?
Eagles to Colts. Yep. Yep. I love Uncle Rico, dude. Did you see the soundbite of him coming out talking about Max Crosby being so angry?
No,
He's
I
like,
love it.
man,
I love
why
it.
is he so angry? He's running out there calling everyone little boys. I thought that shit was funny.
No, I love it. I love it absolutely. So let's move it along. Let's move
On
it
to the
along.
offensive-less game in Carolina.
Yes,
Bucks
sir. The Bucks.
taking care of business, but it
They
wasn't
won the
pretty.
division. They won the division, but I mean, who cares?
Yeah. Baker's hurt too. He was limping the whole game. Yeah, I think he had a big
I guess he did
sack.
enough, though, right? I guess he did enough.
Hey, he was out there. He was playing his heart out. He was fucking running for first downs, limping back to the huddle.
Baker's been playing his heart out all year, I feel like, but I just don't understand it. A 9-0 against the worst team in the NFL. We had our complaints with the Packers, right? We were up 14 going into the fourth. Same thing. I don't understand how you can go, it's just one of those things. You can go into one of those things where you win the division playing these guys. When if I'm gonna jump right to it, I'll jump right to it. I had Jacksonville on my weekender bender, on my blue collar weekender bender. The last four throws of the game, he wasn't even close. He wasn't
Yeah.
even. It had nothing to do with the receivers. Had nothing to do with the coverage. Had nothing to do with the protection. He blew those throws. What happened?
I mean, so that one throw to Calvin Ridley, it was close. I'm sure if
That
you
was
ask
close.
Ridley,
That was close.
Ridley would say he would like to have come down with that one, but slightly overthrown.
That was close.
Trevor
But that
Lawrence
was
just
closer. But that was closer than the last two throws for sure.
yeah. Oh, dude, they were terrible. They were terrible. I mean, the Titans gave them every chance to keep coming back into that game. They were running away with it, and it was looking like, hey, like holy shit, the Titans are going to blow up the Jags, and then they opened the door. Jags got close. There was the 4th and goal where Lawrence tried to extend the ball over the goal line and just couldn't get it done. And then they even got the ball back after that. Defense kept shutting them down, and the Titans gave them all the chances to come back and at least tie the game and send it to overtime. And yeah, those last passes by Lawrence were very, very questionable. Just terrible passes.
Agreed. So
Ridley wide open. Oh,
let's move it along to some of the playoff teams that have made it, right? So you got the Rams, you got the Packers, obviously.
let's go.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. And you've got the Niners secured it. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter.
Well, Carson Wentz getting it done, huh? With a little what was it, a 10-yard rush for the touchdown, dude? Just tucked his shoulder and went right in. I love it.
The turnover to end the game. The turnover to end the game for Sam Darnold. And that was not what Sam Darnold wanted. So actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get back to our weekender bender. Code Red. What was your weekender bender and how close?
Down to the last game of the season. I knew it was a tricky one throwing it on there. I knew it was going to be a close game, but I thought that the Dolphins would have enough to get it done. So we'll just start it off with the first one that hit. Lions covering 3 versus the Vikings. I wasn't positive if they were going to throw all their starters out there, but I know Dan Campbell wants to win every game. They're possibly, jumping up in a seed if Dallas.
I'm sorry, it was 3.5. So,
well, so at the time when I placed a bet on FanDuel, it was 3.
Oh, mine was 3.5. Mine was 3.5. That's good. That's good to know.
That's because I called it out when we were when we were doing the bets because I looked. I'm like, well,
mine was on DraftKings. Yours was on FanDuel. That's right.
So yeah, when I locked it in, I had the Lions covering 3 against the Vikings. Had the Jets money line over the Patriots.
I love that.
Also hit, and that terrible, snowy, messy game. How about Breece Hall, baby, getting it done?
Just being a beast,
dude. He is so sick. I love watching that guy play. And then, of course, our boys getting it done in Lambeau, covering 3 against the Bears. Let's fucking go.
Dude,
Playoffs, playoff bound.
love the number 3 quarterback in touchdown passes this year.
That's crazy, dude. That is nuts. And did you see his numbers stacked up with Favre and Rodgers for his first year?
4,100 yards this year. What are we doing?
Dude, he had the best numbers out of all three of them. I mean,
4,100 yards.
he's got a bright future. I think he's going to get paid this offseason
Hey,
too.
lightning struck not once, not
twice,
but thrice in Green Bay, folks.
Dude, we're going to be dangerous in the playoffs, I'm telling you. But, all right, now let's go to the last leg of my weekender bender. I had the Dolphins money line. We all saw what happened.
Yeah.
Josh Allen was doing Josh Allen things. He threw for 2 picks, terrible passes, and then had that ridiculous deflection touchdown.
What a fantastic touchdown!
The catch was insane, dude. That was all the props to 16. I don't remember that guy's name.
Broke all the hearts. It broke all the hearts.
I'm sitting there. I'm like, no way he was in. But I saw his feet, and I'm like, you got to be shitting me.
And the defense did their job. I mean, they kept him at bay.
Trent Sherfield, that was his name. What a fucking catch, Trent Sherfield. Holy shit. But yeah, no, Josh Allen doing Josh Allen things, threw a couple picks and then had some crazy plays. They had that big punt return in the fourth quarter. And the Bills walked away winning by a touchdown. And my weekender bender dies on the last game of the season. But
now
could have cashed out at 90 too. Fuck.
My weekender bender, it feels twice the amount of pain. Now here's the thing. I got Detroit at 3.5. Hit. Green Bay at 3. Hit. Dallas at 13. Hit. Jacksonville at 4. Miss. Now remember, I had that 4-leg parlay plus the single game parlay for my weekender bender. And that was Green Bay money line. Love at over 1.5 touchdown passes. Love at over 254.5 yards. Reed at an anytime TD score.
And that's what fucked you.
Everything happened except for Reed.
Those anytime TDs, man, they're so risky. Dude, they fucked so many of my parlays all year.
Jacksonville and Reed would have just done their thing. Would have just done their thing.
Now, I feel your pain.
Now, let's kind of finish it. I mean, there was some exciting things at the end, right? So, the Rams going back, reunited, and it feels so good. So, Stafford's going back to Detroit City.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be good. I got the Rams, dude. I got okay. Yeah, let's not make any predictions yet. There's still,
no.
The injury reports and stuff.
The injury reports.
Everything's gonna come out. Big loss for the Lions. Their star rookie tight end Sam Laporta knee injury.
Who, and I quote, said, "I'm the next Aaron Hernandez."
Did he actually say that?
He sure did.
When did no, he did it? Did he really?
Sure did.
Oh man!
Now I'm just gonna go ahead and say that he has a blue collar sense of humor.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope that we don't see him on the news.
Hey, I'm just saying. Now, I will say this though, right? So, I even though I'm a Packers fan, I love Dan Campbell. I hate the fucking Lions. I fucking
the Lions.
Hate them.
Agreed.
But I love that the Lions did their thing, right?
I mean, we can't. They've sucked for so long.
Agreed.
They're always so terrible.
Agreed.
It's not even like they're the Vikings or dare I say even the Bears.
Their second division win in 10 years, I think.
I think it's 20 years, dude. Actually, no.
Since
93. Was it 93? Yeah. Jeez, dude, that is just terrible. So I mean, you gotta be like,
But wait, Code Red. You text me something on Sunday night. Stuck with me. Made my heart happy.
Was that us going into Dallas and
No,
beating
no,
up? Okay,
no.
sorry.
It
I
was.
don't
This
I
is
don't remember.
looking an awful lot like 2010.
Fuck yes. Where we snuck in the playoffs, underdog in every single game. No one counted on us to fucking make to the Super Bowl or even win. I think that was we were playing the Eagles the first round, and that was Michael Vick's like comeback
Yeah,
year.
comeback year.
He went off. Everyone wrote us off. We were
But
underdogs all through the
that was
playoffs.
also Rex Grossman with the Bears, right?
Was it? No, that was Jay Cutler.
Was it Jay Cutler?
It
Okay.
was
Well,
Jay Cutler. Yep.
either way, a solid quarterback.
Bears won
Won
the
the
division that
North.
year. Bears were 13-3, won the division. Fucking
Same with
we
the
went into
Lions. Same
went
with
into
the
Philly,
Lions.
beat Philly, then went into Atlanta, beat I think they were 14-2 Falcons with Matty Ice, Matt
Matty
Ryan.
Nice. Who didn't
Uh
play Matty Nice that night?
I think gosh, if I remember, dude, that the final score of that game was like 42-37. It was insane. It was a very
Yeah.
high scoring
It
game. I
was
remember
very high. There was no defense.
I think Tremont Williams had a pick
Tremont
six.
Williams.
A pick six
What a
right
blast
before the
from a
half, dude.
past.
Oh, that defense was nice. Charles Woodson back there.
You also had Mike
Fucking
McKenzie, right?
I think Mike McKenzie had retired. I could be
No, I
wrong, but
think
I
that
know
was
we
his
had Al
last year.
Harris. We
I
had
want
Al
to.
Harris.
Yeah, Al Harris was there, but I want to say
Mhm.
Mike McKenzie was there, and Samurai Raw was there also with their last years.
Dude, what a year! Yeah, and then we went to Chicago,
He
beat the
also had
Bears.
that nickel blitz back then. That was
Clay Matthews
oof,
just
AJ
fucking running
Hawk.
shit. Woo, AJ Hawk.
Oh
Oh
my
man, what a
goodness
dream team!
gracious.
And then offense.
DJ
That was
Rashid. What are we doing?
dude.
What are we doing?
When Starks, our running back, just came out of nowhere in the beginning of the playoffs.
Agreed.
It's just like, who the
Lacey's
fuck is this
fat ass.
44? Dude,
Lacey's fat ass.
Lacey wasn't there yet. Lacey's fat ass was not there yet.
Oh,
That was when
was it?
he came shortly after. I want to say like 2 years, maybe a year afterwards.
Okay. I thought he was the rookie on the bench.
Dude, Starks fucking went off in the playoffs. So we had Greg Jennings. I
Number
think Jordy was a
44.
rookie. Donald
87,
Driver.
White Lightning.
Oof, dude. Damn, what a great time. All right, now back, dude. That's all gonna happen again. And we're gonna start it in fucking Dallas, taking down Mike McCarthy.
Now we'll give our predictions. We'll give our predictions towards the end of the week. We're gonna get our injury report. We're gonna get who's gonna play, who's not. So that being said, right, the playoffs and Super Wild Card Weekend as it is right this second. Browns Texans Saturday afternoon at Arizona time 2:30. Cleveland going to Houston. Miami going to Kansas City that night. And then Sunday.
The only game that matters.
Well, 11 a.m. Pittsburgh goes to Buffalo. Green Bay goes to Dallas. And we end the night with LA going to Detroit. Monday night, I feel like this doesn't fucking matter, but we'll say it anyways. Philly goes to Tampa.
That's going to be interesting, dude, with how bad the Eagles have played the past 5 games.
Remember, I said it on the show already. Philly does not have me convinced. They lost 5 of the last 6. 5 of the last 6. Now, everybody called me crazy. Oh, Jalen Hurts and the MVP and all this crazy things.
I think that's out the window now.
Losing 5 of your last 6, you damn right. What are we doing? Right?
Especially you look at some of those opponents. I mean, last week the Giants, the week before, 2 weeks before, the Cardinals fucking beat them. Geez, it's just the woes continue.
It's been ugly in Philly, and let's not forget about what the Giants did to them this weekend.
Fucking beat the shit out of them, dude. Wasn't even close. I'm sitting
No,
there
no.
watching. I'm watching the Packer game. I'm seeing the score. I'm like, what the hell is
Yeah,
happening to
yeah,
Philly
no,
right now?
it wasn't even close. Now, like I said, we'll give our predictions, right? Towards the end of the week when we get the injury report and all that. So now let's just give it an ending here, right? The Natty Daddy, the national championship.
Michigan, Michigan versus Washington.
Oh,
Currently,
we called, both of us called. Now you changed your mind, but both of us called Michigan running it.
because I said it was going to be close, but then I changed to I think Michigan's gonna blow them out.
Now it's
Looked like
40 to
that was the
10.
way it was going to be in the beginning, and then Washington came back, scored a nice touchdown right at the end of the half.
Yeah.
Michigan just kicked a field goal, so they're up 20-10 right now with 11:55 in the third.
And Michigan is not showing any signs of slowing down.
Their defense just looks great. I mean, other than the drive they got the touchdown, but defense looks great. I think they get it done. They showed Harbaugh's dad sitting there. It's his dad and his mom sitting there in the stands, dude. Michigan's getting it done. If they blow this game, I will be very surprised.
Oh, agreed. I don't think this is going to be any closer than what it is now. I mean, Michigan's they got the defense, they got the running back, they
No
got the
special team woes
momentum.
today either.
Yeah, they got the momentum. I mean,
Dude, did you see how much he almost missed that extra point?
he did, but it went
Hey,
in.
it went in. It went in. Oh man, speaking of kickers, dude, what's up with Carlson, huh? For the Packers. I do not feel good when he gets out on the field to kick a field goal or an extra point.
Now, I will say this: he's definitely not automatic, but I don't think he's as bad as the hype wants to give him.
It's his first year.
But there's been at least 6 kicks that he should have made, right? So it's kind of you know what I'm saying? It's kind of this right now.
Yeah.
But I don't want to start the nonsense.
Yeah.
He doesn't need
Yeah.
any mental help. Let it get it done.
I also
Let it
think
be
that
automatic.
we've been spoiled with Mason Crosby and then
He
Ryan
became
Longwell.
automatic, yeah.
Just I mean, what Crosby had that one game where he missed like 4 field goals. I think it was against the Giants, and everyone was like, "Fire him."
It was against the Lions.
Was it the Lions? Okay. I just remember he had that terrible game, and everyone's like, "Fire him!" And then he came out the next game and made like 5 for 5, and I think one of them was like a winning field goal.
Let's not forget that Rodgers took his back after that too.
Well, he's so good for so long.
Yeah.
He was Mr. Automatic. You know, anything inside like 45 yards, it was a guarantee. You're like, okay, I'm not worried. Mason's got this.
Yeah.
So I think just being spoiled with that.
Carlson needs the same love. Just be patient. Give him that respect. Let's not play the mental game. Let's not add anything else on that.
A lot of football next weekend, dude. I'm fucking pumped.
Dude,
I'm so pumped.
Stoked. Hey, super wild card weekend coming up. Now, we're gonna do a show, maybe two. We might do one Thursday. We're definitely gonna do one on Friday when we get the injury report. But we're gonna give our predictions. We're gonna give our weekender bender.
Ooh, maybe one that'll win. So what we should do is do the parlay and then be like, maybe so we'll do 4 picks, 5 picks, whatever, and then be like, all right, but if I have a feeling that one's gonna lose, we'll pick one that we think is gonna lose and then just make 2 parlays. Break them up.
Hey, it is a bender because benders make mistakes.
Yeah.
So
Or dude, I think I might even do like a crazy like 10 anytime touchdown score parlay. Just parlay it all together for like $1. See, you know. a
Why
dollar to
not?
pay out
Why
like
not?
10K.
It
Why
is
why not?
once again, it's the weekender bender, right? And I will say this: Jordan Love finishing the season number 3.
Fucking killed it, dude. He rose above expectations. He had his slow games, he had his bad moments,
He had
but
some
this is a
bonehead
learning game.
decisions,
He's learning. He's learning. This is his
but
first year as a starter.
the bottom line is right. Bottom line is after all said and done, had a winning record, which is all we could have asked for his first year. It's all we could have asked for. Gravy is making the postseason. And on top of that, beating the Cowboys.
Dude, if you were to tell me in the beginning of the year, I'll even say after week 1 when we beat the Packers or beat the Packers, when we beat the Bears
Right.
38-20.
38,
If you
38
if
to
you
10.
if you told me that the Packers would be in the playoffs in this position right now, getting that last wild card spot, playing Dallas on the first week of the playoffs, I'd be like, you're full of shit. It's not happening. Not happening.
See, for me, I felt playoffs was possible, but I would have never guessed that we made it with so much momentum, if that makes sense.
What a way to end the year, dude. I fucking love it. Annihilating the Vikings. Scraped by with the Panthers, that was a little rough, but then beating the Bears in Lambeau. I would have liked to see us win by a little bit more, but hey, win's a win. The Bears defense has been playing great. Fields had been playing great. We shut Fields down.
Now there was one when Love tried to make it for the first down in the third quarter and the
Oh,
fourth quarter.
terrible call.
That was unfortunate, right? So shit happens, but no,
You live, you learn.
Packers they hunkered down and we did it. We did it.
Let's fucking go. So we'll see you Thursday, maybe Friday. We'll get a little predictions in.
Yeah,
Some weekender benders.
Yeah, either Thursday or Friday. Let's get it. Blue collar, make your mama holla, and code red. I know you were sick today, so thank
It's
you
a
for
rough
your
one.
time.
Of course. Thank you, sir. It's a great time as always.
Absolutely.
So you can tell
And,
this is the only drink I've had. It's one Budweiser because that's all I had in the fridge, and I kind of regret drinking it. But hey, fuck it.
hey,
Be all right.
sacrifices.
Yeah.
So let's get together Thursday and Friday. Hey, folks, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button,
That
comment,
like.
interact, like, love, all that. Let us know. We might put you on the show. And here we go. Go, Pack, go.
Go Pack, go, baby.
So here it is. So,
Oop.
Code Red Lawson, thank you for your time. And I think
Thank you, sir.
I think we got a great weekend ahead of us, and I think we got a great weekend behind us. All
Let's
right.
go.
Thank
See you next week, or
time.
see you in a few days.
Absolutely. Let's make it happen, Captain.